Greetings again on day 5, and we are going over to chapter 6, verse 10, the arm of God. I've always been interested in the military. My grandfather on my mother's side was in the Boer War and also was in the First World War. Many of you know that I really like to have shiny shoes. I have toe caps, and when I first came to the Barry Corps, many people made comments that I could see my face in them. I think it's because the link with my grandfather with the military. I love anything military. So here we go. Chapter 6, verse 10. Finally, be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his might. Put on the full armour of God, so that you will be able to stand firm against the schemes of the devil. For our struggle is not against the flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the power, against the world forces of darkness, against the spiritual forces of wickedness in the heavenly places. Therefore, here we go, he's going to change the subject. Therefore, take up the full armour, take on the full armour of God, so that you will be able to resist the evil day, and having done everything, to stand firm. Stand firm, therefore, having girded your loins with truth, and having put on the breastplate of righteousness. I will stop there. Paul tells us that though we're going to have struggles with our family and with our friends and those who we work with disagreeing on different things, there is a far greater thing out there that we must consider. We are by nature a sinful person. We have shown that in chapter 1. But the greater force is the darkness, Satan, that is always ready to attack us, to bring us down, to turn our back on Christ. It happens to us every day. And if we allow it to come into our lives, we become defeated and depressed. But he talks about having girded the loins with truth, and having put on the breastplate of righteousness, and also he talks about the shoes. As a soldier, they never take them off. It starts with having girded your loins with truth. The first thing a soldier puts on is like a long vest, and once he puts his armour on, it hangs down. Well, when you're in battle, you don't want anything hanging, because the first thing they would do is pull this undergarment, pull you down, and could kill you. So they wrap it up in such a way that they put a belt around, so everything is tucked in, so you can move quickly. That is the belt of truth. Christ is the truth, the living one. Then he puts on the breastplate of righteousness, which covers our heart and our body, that we can be temples of the living God. And I jumped down to the shoes. I don't know if you realize, but many of the Roman soldiers had studs on their marching boots. So when they come up against the enemy and on a slope, the studs will grip into the ground, and they are able to fight the enemy and stand strong. So this is what we must realize. Paul is telling us how we can equip ourselves like a soldier, continually being in training, being effective in the battlefield. I will talk about the other parts of the armor tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye.